And there's a chair. Oh, it's so dark walking out to the office, but this isn't really that early. It's just so dark. Oh. So there's just a couple things to do out here in the office before the kids get up. And it is cold out here. It is March. It has been like 70, 80 degrees, and all of a sudden it got like 32. So I'm gonna turn on the heat out here so when Brian gets out it's warm, and just get my stuff done real quick before we have to get the kids up. Heading back into the house, and this is the view. So pretty watching the sunrise in the morning, listening to the birds. And the roosters, of course. So our early mornings vary by what kind of work needs to be done. We've run our own businesses since I was pregnant with Bailey many, many years ago. So sometimes Brian's out there early, sometimes I'm out there early. Then we get the kids up and they do their own personal Bible study time, and just have some devotions in the morning before we get our day started. Right now we have some ducks hatching, so we're just checking on them. And we also recently started to fill up our incubator with quail eggs as well. Of course, I always make sure to enjoy that early morning snuggle up time with my little people. They get so big so fast, and I just don't want to waste any time missing out on that lovin'. We waste no time getting started on all the homesteading chores that we have to do in the morning. We have a lot of animals relying on us, so our first stop is the 2 German Shepherds. They need fed and loved. We have an unfinished addition right now that we've slowly been working on, and so we feed them in there, and they always love their morning scratches and loving time after a long night without their people. We also have to feed all those chickens. We love our chickens. They give us such great eggs and breakfast, and they know when it is time to eat. Even though they free range all day long, they look forward to us throwing some food out there in the yard for them. Abby is a big fan of feeding the chickens. She takes part in it any morning that it's nice out and she can be out there in the fresh air. On this day, our ducks were in our yard in our dog cage. They're normally over in the pond with our cows, but because we just had a baby calf, we were giving them all some time over there to adjust before the ducks are running around. We'll be moving them back shortly. We also have the quail to feed and take care of. These are Joshua's project. He's starting his own little quail business. They're so adorable. Our last animal check in the morning is on the cows. There's Mama with her brand new baby. She's still recovering here. Eventually we'll be milking in the morning, but right now we just milk once a day. And then our final pet is Hambone. That is Joshua's hamster. He feeds him every morning. As we prepare breakfast for the family, we do some kitchen jobs like burping our kombucha, checking on sourdough, things of that nature. With our businesses run from home, it's nice to have breakfast every morning with the family. On this particular morning, we are making oatmeal with some canned fruit. And while we do that, the kids are making beds and just tidying up in general. After breakfast, we jump right into schooling. We like to get our schooling done bright and early. We like to have our day. We have homeschooled 10 children, and 2 of them are graduated. And our schooling always looks so different depending on the season and what my children need. Right now, the younger ones are really enjoying the Reading Eggs and Math Seeds program. They're learning so much through those 2 programs, but we have done curriculums, we've done unit studies, we've done it all. So we just try and be flexible with what our family needs at the time, and make sure that our kids are each working at their own individual paces. My 3 older boys right now are really focused on some of their own interests, so we just make sure that they have the materials that they need to pursue their interests. For example, Joshua is very much into construction and building things, so he's been studying more on the geometry side and learning how building and those kind of things work together. So it's all about listening to our children, listening to what their interests are, and really making sure that they have a good, strong foundation in those areas. My girls are running their own businesses at this point. Bailey has a crocheting and knitting YouTube channel. Please check her out and show her some love. That would mean so much to her. And Brooke is working hard on this YouTube channel. This is her business, and she spends so much time editing and creating content for you guys, and it's been so nice to watch her. So she's normally out in the office where Brian works out and where I do some work, and she also works for Brian doing all his paperwork for one of his businesses. So she is busy. We don't get to see her as much as we used to, but we know that she's pursuing the things that matter to her and will set her up for the rest of her life. On this particular day, Brian had a conference call with a client. It was someone that was requesting some work from him, and he was just trying to get the details on the project and how we can best suit his needs. So I caught a few minutes of him having that Zoom call out in the office.
I get to hug my baby whenever I want. I get to hug my baby whenever I want. Life of a homesteader. Right here.
Do you like visiting Dad at work?
Daddy's office is right outside the house.
You like visiting Daddy at work?
Isn't it? Yeah.
It's fun being out here with the girls and Daddy, isn't it?
Yeah. We can have office full of kids any time of the day. Well, actually at all times of the day we have office full of kids.
I feel like you're invading my workspace.
And coffee. Gotta have the coffee.
We have our first customer.
She would actually be our 38th customer.
Our first customer of the day.
Yay! 37.
Ma'am, how can we help you today? Ma'am, how can we help you? You're very demanding. You're a very demanding customer.
Man. Some of the customers that we deal with are just impossible.
Like this one.
I know.
Not happy at all. No customer service here.
That customer is definitely always right.
As a matter of fact, wait a minute. That's not the customer. That's the boss.
You should give her your girl boss.
Everybody work. The boss is here. Everybody work. The boss is here.
Show mommy.
Show mama.
Are you the girl boss? Oh, you're the girl boss. It's the truth. Girl boss. No, don't eat it! Then we go right into lunch. We don't normally all eat lunch together, but we all grab leftovers and whatever we can find to eat as we just keep moving and stay on the go. After lunch, it is a much needed nap time for baby girl. She is still very much needing those couple hours in the afternoon to just rest and be alone in her bed. In the afternoons, every season is different on our homestead. Right now in spring, we spend a lot of time outdoors. The kids look forward to just having some time to explore and play in the afternoons. And that's about what we do in the fall too. Now in the summer, where that blue tarp is our pool. We had to take it down this year, but we'll be putting it back up. And so the kids will swim all afternoon in the summer. And then in the winter, we stick to mainly doing indoor projects like our canning and our freezer cooking. Right here, Brian is working on a car for one of his businesses, trying to figure out what's wrong with it so he can fix it. I think at this time there were a couple boys with him, always looking to learn more. That's exciting to see them interested in what Brian does for work. The girls and I are mainly indoors during this time, getting things done in the kitchen. Here we're working on the sourdough. We'll also be preparing things for dinner if we need to at this point, or making dessert for later. Our job is just to keep things running inside as smoothly as possible.
Alright, we just got back from our local feed store and we picked up underneath the pallet there is cardboard pieces. So anybody that gets pallets of things, a lot of times these cardboard pieces will come on top of the pallet and then they put the product on top of that paper. It's kind of like a buffer between the pallet and now I guess for leaks, stuff like that. We've been getting these for our garden because we always we try and cardboard and mulch. We cardboard, wet the cardboard down, put the mulch down. I'm sure a lot of you know the system. but these cardboard pieces are just the right thickness. They're not as thick as a cardboard box, but they're thicker than the contractor's paper or landscape paper that we try to use, where the grass, like the curly dock and stuff, the tougher grass will grow up through it. And it was ripping while we were putting it down. This stuff here, perfect. Some of it's thicker than others, thinner, but it all works really, really nicely. We moved all that mulch right there from over there, our mulch piles in the cow pen here. We just got done doing this today. It's all fresh. See, it's all wet down. Fresh mulch. And this here, you can see the flags there, maybe. I don't know if you can see all the flags, but that's going to be a cornfield. That's going to be Johnny's cornfield. Last year he started planting corn. So we just mulched this and cardboarded it. We're killing the grass. So make sure you follow this year Johnny's cornfield and see how his corn turns out. So me and Hannah, who's right here, we're looking all over for Patty. We're like, where did she go? We thought she got out, and look where she is. Don't get too close or they'll get up. Here they are. You can still probably even barely see her in the video. And look at that, snuggling with our little bull. Just hanging out. That's unusual that she's hanging out with the bull, and that Marigold's even letting them hang out with the bull, because Marigold doesn't usually let her hang out with the bull. So she's just hanging out back here. All right, so we just came down, and I guess the kids know about this, but I didn't. Look at these on our peach trees. Everywhere. Peaches, peaches. Little baby peaches growing everywhere.
You helping?
What are y'all working on right now?
Filling up a garden bed for Brookie. We built this, me and Joshua built this custom garden bed. And we're filling it up with Brian's special mix right here. This is compost and dirt out of our
Josh was
back
down there
field.
watering something, I see.
Yeah.
His
So,
lettuce. He's watering his
This is
lettuce.
what goes on all day long. on
All
the
afternoon
homestead.
for sure. After
All afternoon. Yep.
Especially when it's nice out.
Spring planting going on here.
Hey, chickens.
They're coming to see what's going on. Seeing if we have any weeds to give them.
Oh, you're doing a great job. Look at you trying to tackle that shovel.
She's helping me fill that dump cart over there too.
Ain't nothing stopping you, sister. Hey, bud, how's your cornfield looking?
Good. We're halfway done.
Halfway done with one cornfield?
No, the other one's done.
And
Oh.
his pumpkin survived the cold night.
Everyone has their gardening projects, don't they?
Yep.
Since you and Dad started Master Gardener, everyone's gotten involved in gardening.
Everyone has their expertise.
Yep, Master Gardener. This is exactly what we wanted it to do. It paid off for us. It gave us the edge that we needed to hopefully one day grow all of our own food.
Wouldn't that be great?
That's the goal here. Produce all our own cheese and milk and yogurt, you name it.
Slurpees rolling.
All right, we hear you, sir.
That thing held a lot of dirt.
It does hold a lot of dirt.
Oh, I'm sorry, soil. So today, and I think we might have shown you this before, and since this is the day in the life of, potato towers, more potato towers. We have lots of potatoes to plant. We got a lot of little yellow potatoes to plant that got Have some good roots on them up there. So we're going to plant these today, as many as we can. And we have our mascot over here. There's our mascot. Mind over matter, right there. Here he comes. This is our chief engineer gardener right here. Here he comes, the chief engineer gardener. Top gardener. Here he is. This guy makes everything go round right here. He tells us where to plant, when to plant, how to plant, right? You the top gardener here at Jones Farm? Yep, I know. Oh, and there's his fishing rod right there. You catch anything? Did you?
And that's a bit in the bottom.
Oh, you caught a fish? No, what kind?
It's in my bucket.
It's where? It's in your pocket? You have a fish in your pocket? What are you saving it for? Dinner?
I'm saving it for Mom.
That's really sweet. He's saving it for his mama. Oh, that's really nice.
Good morning, Abby. Well, good afternoon. You'll go get some milky?
On this day, Bailey wanted to make us double chocolate cookies, so she got started on those. We also got started working on a Philly cheesesteak casserole. We found the recipe from Jamarelle Stewart. We can link her YouTube below. And just getting that all together. What we didn't realize until later was that we forgot some ingredients, but it still turned out good. We also cut up some French fries to go with our dinner. There is the casserole before the cheese goes on, minus some ingredients that we just were so distracted we missed. And then before dinner, we have a couple more animal chores to take care of. Here's John going and collecting some chicken eggs. He also grabs the quail eggs while he's down there for Joshua to save him a trip.
Come on, give me a moo. Come on. Come on, give us a good one.
Hey, Dad.
Give us a good one. Come on. Come on, yell at him. Does that want to eat? Go ahead. Come on. That was a good one. Come on, you can do better. Look out! Stampede! Here they come. Who'd have thought it'd be so hard to get a little 75-pound calf to the over to the shelter, over to the milking shed. So they're all pretty much like this. Our last one was like this. We got it. As a matter of fact, that one right there. Yes. Yes, you were naughty too, like that, weren't you? Huh? Are you naughty? And you just want to eat, huh?
You gonna give me food? Give me food.
No. No ramming. No ramming. Watch out. Watch out. Alright, they need my help. You gotta pick them up. He won't, or she. The baby might have got this one already. I'm not getting much out of that one at all.
Our final afternoon chore before dinner is milking our mama cow. Right now we're just doing it in the afternoon, and there's a rotation of people participating in that. Eventually it will move to twice a day, but once a day is good for now. She's barely a week from calving, so we don't put the baby away. We just take whatever extra milk there is, which has been about 1.5 gallons a day, which is amazing. Everyone gets washed up for dinner, and we all gather together in that unfinished addition that we're using right now as a sitting area and also an eating area. We don't have fancy dishes. We don't have a fancy dining room table, and we don't even have a floor in this room. But what we have is laughter and love, and that's all that matters to us. It's a lot of fun having teenage boys. Here Joshua is just being a riot because he knows he's on camera, and he's just trying to get me all riled up by shoving all kinds of food in his mouth at once. I promise you this is not how Joshua normally eats. Okay, Joshua, you've made this video impossible.
We're gonna have to cut out every time you shove food in your mouth.
No, that's what my fans want.
With your mouth
Actually, they
shut.
probably do.
Are you doing this again?
To all my loyal fans out there.
After dinner, we enjoyed those delicious cookies. And what goes better with fresh cookies? than fresh cow milk. Raw cow milk, the best. Of course, everyone enjoyed this dessert, as you can tell. Abby went directly in the tub after dinner. Following dinner, we go right into what we call 30-minute cleanup. So in our family, we don't clean during the day. I know that sounds crazy, but I would rather have a cluttered home during the day and have fun and enjoyment and learning going on than be stressed out all day about what the house looks like. But in exchange, we all work really hard for 30 minutes straight after dinner to get the house in order. So we have zones, and every big person picks a little person to work on their zone. Here's John and Hannah moving furniture and cleaning the living room as part of their zone for the night. On this particular night, Joshua had somehow managed to get Becca and Matthew to help with the kitchen. He had an entourage with him this evening. And Sam ended up working all by himself on the addition, but there wasn't that much to do. Of course, when I caught them, they weren't helping very much after all. In fact, they were eating more than they were cleaning. Once dinner's done and all the little people have received their showers, we join together for a family story time. This is a book that we have read multiple times. It's one of our favorites and we're going through it again. We also do some Bible study time and have a great discussion together before all the little people get ready for bed. We have different bedtimes in our house based on ages. So right now, our 3 littlest go to bed at 8, and then Matthew and Becca get to stay up until 8:30, and then the 5 oldest go to bed around the same time that we do. Sometimes they stay up a little bit later because we're such early birds. With all the little people in bed, we all rotate shower time, and you'll often find people either sitting around reading, having a discussion, or just playing some games. We have a lot of fun together, the 5 older kids and Brian and I. It's so much fun, them getting big, and we get to just have such meaningful conversation and time together. I wouldn't trade our evening time together for anything in the world. It's also been an amazing blessing that Brian has worked from home all these years. We've homeschooled together, we have enjoyed our meals as a family together, and just created memories that will last for eternity. I am so blessed to have my family be so close and build these strong bonds that we have. I couldn't ask for any more. Not overly exciting, but it is what it is. That's what our day turned out to be. Every day is different around here. We try to follow a certain semi-schedule, doing the same things every day when possible, but things happen. They turn out the way that they're going to be. So all the little ones are in bed. Big people are taking turns playing different games and hanging out in our sitting area. And we're just rotating through showers at this point and heading to bed. Thanks for joining us. It was so much fun. We all had a blast taping our day, talking about our day, talking about all the things that we do in a day. So if you like videos like this, let us know, and we can do more. Talk to you soon.